Hey everybody, I am Christy with christisecreations and one of the ambassadors of papercraftsocials, and that is why I'm able to bring these cards. This is part 2 of our Butterfly Fantasy 3D folio card. This is my fully finished one still, but so it has that. This part, in our last video we assembled the base. This video we are going to come add the tags to the card. So, you can add wherever you want. It does not matter. I'd recommend to have some clips in different sizes with you. I'm using double-sided tape, but you only really need liquid glue and some scotch and then some stick glue. So, you have in your packet, you'll have 2 envelopes. I have not assembled one, so I can show you. I've assembled the other one. And then you have 4 folio or pockets. And that is what we're going to work with. So, I've already pre-edged all but the one card there. And I think first off, I want to show y'all how to do a double pocket before we do anything else. So, I'm moving all the cards off to the side, and I'm going to pull this up in the center. So, I have 2 cards where I just folio pockets where I just slide on top of each other. I'm flipping the smaller one. And I'm taking my liquid glue and doing a thin and straight as I can, because I am not a very straight, I normally cannot do very straight lines, so watch me have perfect lines today on the card. I'm doing this now because this is going to have to take a few minutes to dry before. The wind is blowing and my dogs are not happy. I apologize. So hopefully they're not too bad. And you're just going to, now I got the glue, you flip it back over, you're going to line it up at the bottom and the sides and just press down. This is why I sometimes get glue on my mat. I will clip them in a few spots to let that sit off to the side and dry. We are going to, while that's drying, I'm going to make the one card with you. I am going to first fold the tabs in, and I'm going to use my creasing tool on it, and again the other tab. I do pick up, pinch a little, eyeball it, and fold to the best of my ability. Now I'm going to fold this in half. I don't have the tab, so I can get it actually lined up. Add that one done. Now we're going to fold again. We're going to now fold the top down. And see, that's one reason I do this now, because I don't have it all the way flat down and it's already on top of the card. So there's that. Hold on just a second. Puppy, please stop. Before I glue, I am going to show you how to edge. I am still using the Recollections ink in peach coloring. And it seems today my dog is not going to cooperate with us. I do apologize. And hope it's not too distracting. So I'm just going to, with it already folded, I'm just running the edging over the edges. It adds just a little bit of character to it. Here's why I did not glue yet. Otherwise, you're going to have fun to get that part right there. I'm going to go ahead and do this top part right here. I apologize again in the dogs. I did not expect this today, or I would not have chose to film right now. But we're doing it anyway. This shows you some real life in my house. We're opening and just going to do the top part here. If you want to, you can edge in here and up here if you like. I'm not going to do that. I don't see a need to. Now we're going to seal this one up. I will use a little bit of liquid glue and some tape. That's all I'm going to use. And we're going to just run, Good thing about this particular double-sided tape I use is sometimes I can pull it back up and line it up better and so forth without having to waste a whole piece of tape. I am always very thankful for that. Okay, so there's the tape. I'm going to now peel it up. Come on. Sometimes it's a little fun to pull up tape, other times it's not. And I am just using a little bit of liquid glue, dropping on each corner and in the middle. I don't like that drop. Okay, there we go. I'm using some glue that gives me a little wiggle time, so that I can now fold it over and press on the edges. And we have this with the tape. It's already ready to go. In the next video I'll show you how you can add Velcro to this as well, but that is not needed, so it's not going to be added to this one. So we have our inside, and then we have the back side we can add to as well. So first off, all I see is none of these pretty colors pulled in on the inside. So I'm going to lay a tag there. I think I want to lay this one here. And I think I want to do something when we embellish on this right side here, because that'd be perfect to write a note as well. I'm going to stick these, and I think I want to lay these here, which leaves the other two, card and pocket for the back. So I am just going to start working from my left side in, and running the glue as a thin straight line as best I can. I know you can buy glues that are precision, and I know some people probably could even do this holding their hand, but as you can see, that was not the best lineage, but it's going to have to do. And I'm just going to line it where I want it. I want to go right to the edge here. I'm going to slide it down, and I'm going to press it. Now, so because this glue is going to need to set, I am going to head and clip, so it has a little bit of stability. I'm going to do this next card too before I do the envelope one. As you can see, if you're not careful, you can build junk up on your glue. I personally just wipe it off on my fingers. You probably should use something a little bit different than your hands, but what part of the fun for crafting for me is you do end up a little messy. Okay. You do not glue the top of these. I forgot to say that. That keeps it open to make the pocket. So there's that right there. I'm going to stick my glue over there because I'm not going to need it for a few minutes. I'm going to flip it over again. Now this is the one that we already had made double-sided. And I'm just going to kind of drop it where I want it. Now I want to make sure one thing. This is not going to crease it if I fold it. So that's good to know. And again, I'm just going to grab a clip to hold the bottom, and I'm going to press it really hard on the sides so they will stay, because I cannot really clip up there unless I fold down and clip, and I really don't like doing that because sometimes glue leaks, it will get stuck. This one I am just going to take some tape in to make it a little easier to make sure it stays whole. I just got 4 pieces of tape, sticking one on top and bottom each, and then one on each side as well. And as you can tell, I'm not layering these perfect. And there you go. And as you can see, you don't have to glue these if you don't want to. You can add them into a pocket or so forth, because the back is also decorated. But this is where y'all get to decide where y'all want things to go with it, your design. You may want all your pockets and stuff inside, where I'm putting some on the back. I will try to remember to bring my tweezers so you can see the sets I have that are crafting variant for another video in one of my videos. I may just go do a video on all my tools. How about that? That's a perfect idea. Okay, so that I'm holding in my hand. Normally I'll grab the foil again, but certain things I don't mind just running across the edge with the glue. Now just rub in the middle. Just remember, do not glue the flat part down up at the top. And let me slide this down a little. There we go. I am going to drop it about right there. And there you go. Now we have the middle done. We just have a couple cards to put on the back side, and then we'll have the folio part finished. Then we'll move on to part 3, where I'll be using the butterflies that come with it and some other things that I have created myself to go on it or purchased to add to it. Some of the purchasing will be not included in any of my kits, and I will tell you that up front when I get to that point. Alright, I think I'm going to put the card here and the envelope here. Yeah, I think I like that, because then I can maybe put something up there when we get to the embellishment part. So again, you don't glue for the pocket, you do not glue all 4 sides. You only glue the bottom and the 2 sides coming up, not the upper top side. This makes it where you can still get your stuff in and go from there. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm going to clip it at the bottom just so it holds while we do the other. And you see I did get a little glue on me. You have 2 options. You can just rub it and make it glue, or I had something where I could wipe my hands today on. Now again, I'm just going to grab some tape. I'm not eyeballing it. I am just randomly cutting. This will just give it a little bit better hold while the glue has time to set in. I got the tape on. I'll peel, I'll glue, and then we have the folio part done. Now this is already a great thing you can use if you do not add to the, you can add some ribbon, add it to a scrapbook or some of these other things as well. And I'm off screen pulling off the tape. I apologize. Now my glue, I'm going to actually have to twist it up a little. There we go. And I'm just rubbing it on the edges again, and then rubbing in the middle. Set the glue, fold that tab on top down just so I know I don't accidentally glue it down, and then find the spot I want the card to lay, and then drop it. Press down. You can use again the tool if you want to. I don't, because I have that card right next to it, but I will this time. And also, I always recommend washing after each stage of crafting, because you will have glue on you if you're anything like me. Alright, so now we have the folio part done, where we had the butterfly. We have open, we have some folio inside, and folio on the back. Next video, we will be adding ribbon, the bling that came with the card, and some other blings that I have found as well. So I want to thank y'all for joining me for this video. I hope to see y'all at part 3. Please like, comment, and also I'd love if y'all would subscribe. And again, I am Christy with Christisecreations. I hope you'll have a great day. Bye, everybody.